VPP Foundation, helping to build better futures for America's kids and families.
Reginald F. Lewis was an entrepreneur, a businessman, a philanthropist, a family man. He made a lot of money, and he did a lot for the community. This contest is important to me because it helped me learn more about Reginald F. Lewis, since I attend school named after him, and I get a chance to start my own business, and I really wanted to start my own business.
The idea of entrepreneurship, it gives young people the reality that yes, I can be successful. When you think about Reginald F. Lewis, he was a trailblazer. They can take what he did and complement what they want to do in their own lives. Understanding the finances, understanding that they need to be able to communicate, and I think all of them will walk away with a feeling of success because they put everything into this.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to Reginald F. Lewis High School. My name is Frederick Boykin, and I am the founder of Images by Fred, also known as IBF. The services that we offer are tattoos, logos, realistic portraits, brochures, posters, illustrated book covers, graph t-shirts, and hats. My target audience are young entrepreneurs, teenagers 14 to 25. My philanthropy plan. I'd like to start my own youth program for young aspiring artists to determine their career goals and actually keep them in positive activities to keep them out of trouble.
DMC stands for Disproportionate Minority Confinement and Disproportionate Minority Contact. Having an overrepresentation of young people of color in confinement means that those young people's life outcomes are seriously diminished, and that is why we as a society should care mightily about this.
We know that detaining a child in a detention facility who shouldn't be there can have a drastic effect on them later on down the line, on how they view the system, on how they view law enforcement, on how they view life in general. This is a way that us and law enforcement can actually have an impact.
When a nation is prepared to sacrifice any of its generations to a place of loss, you have seriously planted the seed for that nation's destruction. It is only the generations who come that can be the architects of what will be. We can give them the blueprint from whence we have come, but in their time, they must find new choices, new reason, rooted in the wisdom that comes from the past. And I think that that's what the Hayward Burns Institute does. It links the legacy of the past to the hope of the future.
Major funding for a child's bookshelf was provided by the United States Department of Education STAR Schools program.
Hello everybody, I'm Ann Curry. I hope you'll join me for a look at great children's books and the talented people who create them. Look, Chloe, look. And reached up the tree trunk with his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. This book is one of my children's favorites, and it's made a difference in their lives and in mine. And making a difference in the lives of your children with reading is what this show is all about.
You may know him from Hollywood's movies or the TV show Third Rock from the Sun, but actor John Lithgow has launched another successful career as a best-selling children's book author. His first book, The Remarkable Farkle McBride, was about a music prodigy, and his new book is called I'm a Manatee. Lithgow's love of children's literature began in his own childhood.
I and my brother and sister used to sit with my dad on the couch. For all three of us, it's this vivid sense memory. He read The Jungle Book to us, start to finish, by Rudyard Kipling. There was also a big fat volume that my dad used to read to us from called Tellers of Tales, which was about a 3,000-page book of great short stories. I went to look after my mom and dad for a few weeks last year when they really needed some help. And I just lived with them for 3 weeks. And I read to them out of that same volume, Tellers of Tales. They got a bedtime story every night. And it was talk about full circle. It was just a wonderful experience for all of us.
When Farkle McBride was a 3-year-old tyke, all freckly, bony, and thin.
I had no intention of writing a children's book. I had been doing concerts for kids, and I had started doing big hall, big orchestra concerts. And their first question always was, what is the educational component of your concert? And there was none. I mean, it was just silly songs. But I said I would try to come up with something.
When Farkle was 7, a different sound rekindled his musical flame. He became the most expert trombonist around.
I wanted it to be a story about the excitement of music for little children, but I also wanted it to be about the difficulty of mastering something.
My name is Ivy Allen, and I serve as president of the Foundation for the Mid-South. The Foundation for the Mid-South was one of the foundations that joined together to collaborate to support loan executives in the rebuilding of New Orleans. It generated from discussions regarding how do we help rebuild the city and how do we ensure that we have the proper skills and talents to really be effective in the rebuilding. So that was kind of the genesis for why the loan execs, and as people talked about how to do it, it was, what are the skills and talents here, and what do we need to go out and get?
My name is Vaughn Nkosi. I'm an architect, and I was working on the Mixed Income Communities Initiative in metropolitan Atlanta for 10 years, 1998 to 2007. I had a relationship with PolicyLink out of California. They had done work for me in Atlanta on my Mixed Income Communities Initiative, and I was doing a presentation out in Berkeley and ran into Joe Brooks out there in 06, summer of 06, June of 06. And he said, Vaughn, you know, we've been in New Orleans for about a year since Katrina, and we really need somebody down there who is from the South, who's been in the South a long time. It's been 30 years. And PolicyLink is based in California. He said, we need somebody who has a little more sensitivity to Southern culture and things like that.
What a beautiful day.
Sure is, Mom. Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's play a game.
A game?
Yeah, a game.
What kind of game?
Well, as we're walking to the park, let's look for things that have hope in them.
Hope?
Yeah, hope. Look, right over there.
There's Hope Community Charter School. That has hope in it.
Oh, right over there.
That's Good Hope Road. That has hope in it. There's hope. Where? Right there. That's not hope, that's dope. Oh, right.